Good morning, collectors. It's Julian from Media Cosmos. I'm back for a new week of what's new in stock at the store in graphic novels and manga. So we are looking over the releases for September 10th. Yeah, September 10th, 2025. It's a really small week, and next week as well is a very small week. Let's go over what we do have right now. DC Finest Horror, Devil's Doorway, 6970 materials. Dan Brown's Gracie's Ghost, which is I think it's a Skybound. No, it's just an image. All right, it's image young adults graphic novels. Berserker book one. So that's the first three graphic novels, first three trades, and one larger softcover edition. This already exists, obviously, as a hardcover, deluxe hardcover. So now I've got it in softcover. Miles Morales Modern Era Epic Collection Volume 3, Spider-Man No More, Micronauts Epic Collection Volume 3, Spectacular Spider-Men Volume 3 from Greg Weisman is the final of the series. The series did really well. Sales were not there, obviously, for Marvel, so Spectacular Spider-Man was canceled. Came out last week. All copies were damaged, so now it's in stock. Rockefellers Volume 1 in stock from Peter G. Tomasi, which is his Lost in Space / Fantastic Four ripoff. I mean, his take. Scorch Volume 6, Magic from Ashley Allen, Volume 1, first trade paperback. That series technically ends with issue 10, but may restart after the Age of Revelation. Storyline is beginning this month? Next month? This month? I think it's next month. Rogue Sun, I think it's Volume 5 of Rogue Sun. Yeah, Volume 5. The only Omni this week was Mighty Thor Volume 5. I only have the DM cover left. So when it's these really tiny weeks, we get shipped via UPS instead of freight. 70% of my copies were damaged. So I had just enough DMs and mains to cover for everyone. Returned everything else, so I have down to one single copy of the DM cover at this time. It was not heavily ordered, so I really don't have much. Also, stuff that came out last week: Death of a Pop Star webtoon manga, Damage vs. Replace, Minecraft Volume 3, The Emperor's Taker Volume 4, and this is also new Land Deluxe Hardcover Edition. It's not deluxe oversized, it's just deluxe hardcover. From Yen Press, it is 50 CAD. 50 CAD for a very deluxe book of Land. And these are new for the store: Delicious in Dungeons with Volume 3 through 5, Brunhild, the Dragon Slayer 1, and Black Butler 1. Actually, maybe I had these last week and you just left them on the wall. I don't recall. Speaking of damages, next week's releases of Phoenix Volume 3 Omnibus and I forget what else. Anyways, I was barely here this week. I'm technically on vacation. I'm doing a half day today because I've got a family affair to take care of. So the next week's releases, I think it's 70% of the omnibus were came in damage again, because it's a small week. So it's Phoenix and something else, where we got them late Friday instead of getting them Thursday, and so we've sent the claim, but it was already end of day, so we have not sent call tax or returned them. So it's I'm really worried about how much if we're gonna have enough for everyone. I know we don't. I know for a fact that we do not have enough for everyone. So yeah, we'll have to see if Marvel has enough stock. Penguin has enough stock because like the Mighty Thor Volume 5, both main DM are very widely available. For Spectacular Spider-Man from James DeMatteis and Sal Buscema, as you all probably know, it is now out of print, the main cover with the Green Goblin. I have reordered a bunch of the Rhino covers before they sell out as well, because they necessarily will, as for sure the print run was much smaller on that one. So yeah, and it's really odd that it went straight to out of print instead of temporarily out of stock, which means to me that no plans until they do a full reprint of it. Unlike Daredevil Volume 2 from Zdarsky, which had a small reprint, Immortal Hulk when it had a reprint afterwards. So straight out of print, it needs to be voted on a near mint condition poll again to come back to print. Pretty surprising. I obviously will be ordering a lot less of it in new printing as we went through multiple cases of the book. But yeah, As always, if you order for at least $99 or more, you can 25% off on your graphic novels. So that's your trade paperbacks and your soft covers and your hardcovers. The mangas, it's 15% off if you order at least 3, and then you get 15% off on your entire order of mangas. The deluxe hardcover mangas, such as Planetes, Vinland Saga, Hellsing, Trigun, those are considered for the system. Gundam, oh yeah, as just hardcovers. So we get our regular discounts, so they're all 25% off if you get $99 or more. I've been pointed out, and I don't know why I'm going to create this today, that Old Boy Deluxe Edition does not exist in our system. It was a September solicit, and so I don't know why the data wasn't there when I created the books. Maybe it was. I have no idea. No, because I bulk created all the ISBNs. So I don't know why Old Boy was not there. So it's going to go up today on Saturday. I'm very sorry for everyone who was wondering about that. Because Lion Cub Deluxe Edition was there. So the only thing I can think of is it was added to the catalog a few days after I had already downloaded the catalog. And maybe it was a late announcement for the September catalog. I have no idea. It's very odd. So I use these like near the end of the month of August. That's usually when the catalog drops. I download it and I create the books. So if it was added like a day or so afterwards, or it wasn't in the catalog, like for some reason it was in their system, but they forgot to put the codes in the catalog when I downloaded it. Obviously they didn't create it. So I will create that today. I'm very sorry about that. Questions, comments, feel free to info@BD Cosmos for your emails to Marilou or me or Roxanne. Mostly Marilou, because that is her full-time job. She'll be here Monday to Friday to answer your emails. And then the social media posts can also be questions directly on our pages, Instagram, Facebook. And we'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. Having some issues with getting notifications from social media posts. And so if you send us messages directly through our Facebook and Instagram page, notifications are not coming in. They're coming in hours later, and it's very, very odd. It must be a bug on their end. I have no idea. But yeah, so info, like every email, unless it's flagged spam and goes straight to spam, which is very rarely ever happened. I mean, it has happened. It's very rare. So yeah, the email is always best to reach out to us, and then I am paying for staff to be able to handle your inquiries. That's it for me. We'll be back next week for whatever I actually have left in stock. That I don't know if we're gonna see any omnibus next week. I guess, and as I mentioned, I have not been here for most of the week. So Allison, the inventory manager, went through all the damages yesterday, and she's like, it's atrocious. So we'll see what we have next week in graphic novels. That's it for me. Thank you so much, and bye for now.